Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Fellowship of the D20. We're going to be playing a little side game tonight called Death at Silverlight Manor, and Nem is actually going to be awesome enough to be the DM and do the intro for this one. So I'm going to hand it on over to him.
Hey, what's going on, everyone out there? Welcome to another episode of Fellowship D20, and we are doing Death at Silverlight Manor. Before we start, I want to say to everyone out there, life gets in the way of all these things, and I don't want to go into details, but make sure you keep your loved ones close. And everybody in our group, we have everybody in our thoughts and prayers for all the various things that go on. But we continue to soldier on and play because that's just kind of gamers we are. So there it is. But with that in mind, we are back with Death at Silverlight Manor, the manor that keeps on giving. It is more ever present than Rose Red and the Amityville Horror combined all into one. So last time when we left this group, they had just gotten done with a huge battle against a bunch of shadows down in the main throne room or grand hallway of the manor. And once again, they were messed up. So our intrepid group did what they always do. They head on back into town to get some rest. And probably a good call one way or the other, but the town members didn't feel so, and they were sitting there sniggering at them and making fun of them. And Ovak actually got in the grill of one of the town members and had some words with them. But they were it was just absolutely unfortunate that they were sitting there and having to deal with, once again, the town members seeing them come back from the manor. And even the Lord was like, I paid you to do a job. And they're like, well, yeah, let us do it. And he's like, but I thought it could be done yet. Listen, they're like, well, you're more than free to go up there and take care of it yourself if you don't like how timely we're doing this job. And of course, the Lord of the new Lord wasn't willing to do that. So they went back into the tavern, rested, and then headed back on up into the manor. And at that point, they decided to go upstairs and start investigating. So they're looking around, doing their investigations, and they happen upon one room up here. And it was a room with the library, and there was some various books and stuff. And they went into the room past that, and they found a room with a staircase going up into a tower. And they're kind of flabbergasted by this because there's cold air coming down from that tower, and the wind was going against the natural way the wind should have gone with the windows closed and everything. And as they're investigating and looking at this and reading through the different materials they had found, they noticed that once again, Mistress Seafay of the group that was trying to reestablish the cult of Umberly was mentioned again, and they saw that she had actually been present on the day that she had a meeting scheduled on the day that the previous Lord had been murdered. Not only that, going back to investigate the throne room, they found that all of the people there had been killed, but they didn't have wounds upon them. They didn't have marks of a sword or of a arrows or anything like that. And the Lord actually had been killed and had this horrible look on his face. And then as they investigated the death of the Lord further, they found that there was something very strange in his body. It was almost like shadow in his mind. And even though he was not there physically or mentally as far as being alive, there was something wrong about him. And eventually the group was able to get rid of this by removing a curse. But the party surmised that perhaps what was going on is that he had been created as a way to create living shadows. His body had been a spell or a curse or something had been placed upon him that was creating these shadows that were inhabiting the or going through and killing things within this manor. And that was very unsettling. And once again, all signs pointed to perhaps this Mistress Seafay. So as they're up on the living floor or the main floor of the manor and they're investigating these rooms, they hear a sound coming from the south. They thought that they heard some voices and a bump against the wall, and then everything went quiet. And they went to investigate, and the door was barred. So Ovak, being the big old hunka that he is, walks through the door and right into a trap. And there was a bunch of orcs up there with an orc leader and they were ransacking the place. And Ovak got the shit kicked out of him. Basically, he got I forget now. I didn't go back and review the whole thing. I'm doing this from memory, folks. Sorry, but he got attacked, and people went in there, and not only that, Coral went in, and Thaddeus went in, and there were orcs waiting in ambush, and they attacked him as well with great axes, and it was a pretty hairy fight. And luckily, the group retreated out into the hallway, and the orcs followed as well. But several of them have gone down, and then the door was closed, and our group decided to skin out and go back to town again to rest. Meanwhile, the orcs, having seen their leader and one of their number killed, unknown to the group, they skinned out as well and went down the sheets that they had tied to get into the manor in the first place, to ransack this place, and took off. So our group comes back from once again resting in town, approaches where the orcs had been, expecting them to still be there. The door had been barricaded because the orcs were so scared of our group. So it was like a comedy of errors. Both of them were scared of each other and took off. And after much exploration, Professor Thaddeus flew into the window from the other side, noticed that the sheets had been tied to the post there, and they had come up through the window to get into the window to ransack the place. And he flies in and manages to open the door from the other side. Our group comes in and notice that everything here has been cleaned out. So the orcs are gone, but any possible treasure here had been cleaned out and taken by the two remaining orcs of this raiding party that had fled through the window and left their boss and one of their companions behind. The good news is that the bodies are just rotting. So our group checked thoroughly. It didn't appear that they were turning into shadows, so that was good for everybody. And at that point, we picked up where we ended last time. However, it appears that Professor Thaddeus and Coral have decided to take their long-standing argument back to the library, where they are arguing about the merits of bed sheets versus bed linens for going out of windows. Just like to argue about everything. Well, Eldon has wandered back in after doing some repairs on his artifices that he likes to do, especially his spider that he has created. And with that, we are back live here at Death at Silverlight Manor. So,
where did Thaddeus go?
Eldon wondering, hey y'all, I found Timothy.
yeah.
Good news.
Oh, glad to be back. You didn't see Professor Thaddeus run past you on the way out, did you?
No.
Right. Yeah, he must have flown out the window then.
Eldon puts his hand crossbow back on his belt. I didn't see any large and annoying birds flying the other way. Not at all.
In the distance,
so we're gonna have peace tonight. Good.
In the distance, you hear, I say, the thread count of bed linens on fine bed linen by nobles like this is so much superior to the blankets. And you hear, I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
There's one thing that you forgot to mention. I just remembered in the intro.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that I chopped up a wereboar and brought him back to the city, and I ate some, and because the city was so nice to share food with us, I shared my food with them, and basically the whole city has eaten of this wereboar, unaware that eating a wereboar could transmit the disease.
Yes.
I really was hoping you would not bring that up.
I did remember that when I was getting ready to do this. I just forgot to mention it, but yes, you're absolutely right. Because you are eating from a place that may not be cooking the wereboar exactly well, and people at this time have gum disease, and injuries that allow their blood to commingle with the maybe per se say the blood of the werebore, there may or may not be people who have contracted lycanthropy from said werebore meat in the village, which is a blessing that you have given to this village. So there it is.
Yeah, we are not going back there after we're done.
And now there is a giant clock counter above everybody's heads on the number of nights till the next full moon. So pay no attention to the countdown clock. So.
I honestly
Novak did a
no
very
clue.
bad thing, Eldon.
I never heard of anybody contracting lycanthropy from eating them. So it's not like this is common knowledge that I would have known about.
No, Novak would not know that.
Contracting lycanthropy from eating it, you say?
Yes.
Well, I figure in a lot of cases, if you cut up meat and you prepare it properly and cook it properly, it doesn't that kind of thing wouldn't
that's
affect you.
17 on my lore and researcher roll as a sage to see if I've ever heard of such a thing.
You have not heard of such a thing. However, I will allow everyone to give me an insight check on the eating of said werebore. So
I can do
Okay.
that.
What?
22.
Not my greatest stat, but 16.
All right, hold on. I forgot to pull up my character. Insight, where you are. There you are.
I'm really gonna
And
pretend like
funny if
I'm
you
a
did.
half orc. I'm a half orc fighter, so obviously my insight is great.
yes. Actually, that's a hell of a roll for Ovek there, but
Yeah.
not what. Eldon, as you wander back in, you've been pondering the big questions of life elsewhere, and you notice the blood on the floor, and Ovek smiles at you and gives you a wave, and you see that his teeth are kind of yellow. There's little bits of meat still stuck in his teeth, and his gums are bloodied here and there, and something strikes you that, well, I've never heard of this before. You know that lycanthropy is a disease transferred through the liquids, the body's fluids, and that perhaps allowing said fluids to intermingle might pass on the disease, because at this point everyone knows that lycanthropy is indeed a disease, because this is not the Dark Ages. It used to be thought that you were cursed, or if you were born and a boar or a wolf walked by your door when you were born, or your mother had congress with a wolf, those types of things. That's how you got lycanthropy, and now
Or
you're perfectly fine to
If you
have
just
sex
happen
with
to be in the wrong place in London, it can happen to you too.
yes. And now everyone knows that having sex with wolves, while frowned upon, does not give you lycanthropy. It's actually the fluids that do it, and something
The sacred bodily fluids.
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of comforting to Ovek.
yeah. And we won't get into that anymore. You might get other diseases, but you won't get that disease. So, with that said, as you see all this little alarm bells go off in your head that maybe, just maybe, things might not be okay. So,
Yeah, I kind of had a suspicion that eating of, a lycanthrope would not end well, but that was me.
so
It can't. I'm in Ovak's mind. Cooking something gets rid of any of the problems that might be wrong with eating it.
you would have to have that stuff well done into shoe leather,
Right.
So
I'm just saying, the fact that he could have caught anything from it at all once he cooked it wouldn't even have occurred to him.
Ovek didn't catch anything. Ovek ate it was fun, remember? So
Yeah, yeah. Because he kept passing all the saving throws.
Eldon, so do with that information what you will. So
Yeah,
I'm going to tell Timothy to keep an eye on him.
that would probably be wise.
well, you know that because you were there in the background, you were there in spirit, you were just being very quiet and thoughtful. You know that Ovek ate of the werebore. As far as I know, none of the rest of your group did, but there were quite a few people that were quite in the tavern there they were quite happy to eat of boar. You know, they don't get meat often, and most of the time what they get is fish, and they're tired of it. And here was boar meat for them to eat. So there were a lot of people partaking of the
Well, it's
boar.
not just that; it was bad for us, which obviously means it tasted good.
Exactly. You know,
Food always getting Mike in trouble. I'm just saying.
it's
Okay.
just like it's just like sex with the crazy girl. And now that I'm going to get canceled for that, you know, we'll leave that alone.
How long would I estimate it is till the next full moon?
It is 21 days until the next full moon. So
Yeah. Which means we need to finish this job and be well out of Dodge long before then.
10 days and 1 until the next full moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then your next job will be getting rid of the epidemic of werewolves in Silverlight.
I suppose, man, this would be a good time to note, and you can look at my character sheet, that Alden carries a silver dagger at all times.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have one as well, fortunately. We found it on the way in.
Yeah, I forget where we found them, but
Yeah.
I got a feeling that turning Silverlight into a bunch of wereboars is not going to help Ovac with his hope to bond with humanity.
Probably not.
No. Probably the opposite of that.
no, but it'll make it easier to find food sometimes.
You may be forever held as the spiritual father of a clan of werewolves, though. So there's that.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
You,
I guess we'll go and.
If you ever seen or watch Firefly, it'll be like the Janesville. You know, you'll come back to Silverlight one day and there will be a big statue built of you, and you're like, I really don't understand what happened. So I don't know if you guys ever saw that episode when Jane comes back and
oh yeah, they had a song and everything.
You guys are
never
all
meet your
gonna hate me
heroes,
for
especially
this,
if they're
but
Jane.
I have not been able to even make it through the first episode of Firefly.
Wow.
I tried.
Wow.
Which did you watch? Which actual episode did you watch? Because if it's like, if you were watching, they had like 2 different episodes that were listed as the first one.
Oh,
yeah. Because if you
I
watched
don't know which one.
Bushwhacked, I think if you watch the train job, that's the one that was aired first. But then there's the 2-part Serenity, which is the actual introduction to the show.
I must have watched that one then. The other one then.
Yeah. Try that one again and see what you think after that.
All right.
It's all right. We still like you. So.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
you may not
I
like
have been-
British Trouble in Little China, but you know that things can be forgiven.
I have been demoted though. You guys used to love me. We've gone down to like me now.
Yeah.
If you come on screen and show us the man boobs, I'd still love you. But you know, I'm a little weird that way. All right. So as I said, you guys are standing here in the middle of this room. And this was like an antechamber sitting room for the Lord's actual bedroom, which is beyond. But the place has been cleaned out as far as you can tell. All sorts of things have been taken. Anything that was of actual value has been ransacked and taken. However, your group also, there was one other thing I forgot to mention, but Eldon will appreciate this. It occurred to all of you right at the end before we left that anything missing now from this manor can be conveniently placed at the feet of the orc raiding party that came in here, and they are the ones who took anything of value out of the manor. So
absolutely.
All right.
Not that Greg's characters tend to want to loot first and ask questions later, but we'll just throw that out there. So
I'm just wondering how
the bard.
I'm just wondering how we're going to carry out those giant urns. Those are solid gold, as Cirrus would say.
yes.
Ellen says, I don't know who this Cirrus person is, but I do have a bag of holding.
That would help a lot.
And I can tell you from experience that it can hold solid gold urns.
This Cirrus dude
And I've
sounds like-
learned from experience to clean them out first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess before we move on, I guess Eldon, is there anything you wanted to check? Because I think the rest of us checked what we wanted to check last week.
What was new in this room?
I think yeah. So there was the stuff that Nem already mentioned, and I think there was a bedpan that was made of, I want to say, silver.
it was made of gold and it had inlaid jewels in it. So
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah.
Obak stole the bedpan. I remember this.
Yeah.
you could crap and glory. So
Yeah.
you also found a gaming set with bone pieces, marble die, and silver tokens.
Mhm.
Oh, we want that.
That had been left behind. So had the bedpan because the bedpan was still full. You found
Obak, I have breast digitation if you're wanting.
Wonderful.
You had also found. Let's see what else I found.
Do I smell bad or something? I can't really tell. Orcs just kind of
yeah.
stink.
There were the weapons that were on, like the orc leader and the other guy we killed.
Categorically, dude, yes, you smell bad, but I was referring to cleaning out the bedpan for you. I don't have the magic to deal with.
If you want to try and if you want to try and take them out of their frames, you found 3 large paintings in gilded frames that looked like they were of value, and those were actually left behind by the orcs because they couldn't figure out how to take them. So
is one of the paintings trying to crack a glass with her voice?
yes, it is, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
One of the paintings looks like it's getting older, so that's going on.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, it's Dorian Gray.
Yes.
Yep.
And
I've heard that if we were to take such paintings and say that they had vanished from Silverlight Manor under mysterious circumstances after a raid by a band of orcs, such things could become very valuable in the art world.
I would just like to add the addition to that, but not this orc.
The only other thing that you find in this ransacked area that wasn't taken that might be of small value is that you find a book of baby names. You don't know what the hell it's here for, why it's here, but there is a book of baby names, but it is crafted. Well, it looks like it's a list of royal names or aristocratic names. It might be worth something, not a lot, but it's
Wait
there.
a minute. Is it generic names or is it a list of family names?
No, it's generic names, like
just
those
generic.
books that you pick somewhere where it's like what you could name your child and what it means type thing. So
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cirrus. Apparently it means pain in the ass.
yes.
Found it. Eldon will take that book, and I'm curious. And forgive me if I should remember this because these sessions get disconnected. But there's been a lot of talk of the Lord of the Manor and his coward-ass son or nephew or whatever waiting to inherit it.
Mm-hmm.
But do we have any idea what happened to the Lady of the Manor?
You've never asked that question? No. And
have we ever heard mention of a Lady of the Manor at all?
No, you have not. No.
Well, I mean, presumably there was one, since we know that they had children.
Nope. The Lord of the Manor actually went to some lesbian space witches, and the power of many conjured up.
Yeah, well, it's still better writing than not liking sand and being a prophet.
This too. Mm-hmm. So
divergence in the force.
Yeah.
The thread. Get it right. It's the thread. Right. Anyway, hey, we're just making jokes here, folks. Don't be mad. So, all right.
Or be mad. There are 3 Star Wars movies. Get over it. The last one came out in '83.
Cheers. You're absolutely correct, sir.
It is odd to find a book of baby names on either a bachelor or a widower's house, and we've seen absolutely no signs of a woman being here.
It is odd.
Well, there was one woman that we know was here.
True.
Okay, but do you think he was looking through the book of baby names with the bitch of Umberly?
I hope to God not. That's all I can say.
There was also the serving girl who is the beloved of the current Lord, who is the Lord's son. But why would there be a book of baby names up in the main bedchamber of the previous Lord of Silverlight Manor? So
Yeah, that does make sense.
That's an odd one.
We're not going to find out here. Unless there's something else to check, we ought to check the other rooms.
I mean, we know the Lord's son and the servant girl got something going on, but don't share with Daddy.
Yeah, she's the Camilla of the family, or the Meghan Markle, whichever we prefer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I guess let's see. West is the only direction we haven't been, right?
Well, we can go
I think
southwest.
We came in from the east.
Yeah, northeast. Yeah, we came in through the northeast. I think we only checked this room so far.
Okay.
We did check like the hall, but that was only because we were running for our lives. We didn't do any specific searching.
Okay, but give me a minute. Nem, can I remove these paintings from their frames?
Yes, you can take time to do that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that. Roll them up and put them in my bag.
Yep. I would suggest wrecking
clumsily about the floor afterwards.
Yeah. I would just say, like, yeah, make it look like the orcs just trashed them.
Yep.
Yeah, I can help with that.
You guys are all trying to cover up your taken stuff. I'm just taking things.
No,
you're living up to the orc part of your heritage. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Eldon's been flatly taking stuff because, frankly, it's hard for me to play a character that doesn't. But you know, you've got a built-in excuse.
Yeah, and it's like, look, I'm the spawn of the devil. You know, you don't expect me to be honest.
Besides, they're paintings. I'm sure that they have great historic value, and I shall endeavor to study them in a library that, I don't know, I'll buy with the money that I get from selling them. So, West?
West.
Yep. Go west, young man.
I only go will be the western shore.
All right. So, southwest or northwest? That's the question. I'm thinking southwest because we're here, but
yeah, when in doubt, I turn left.
Professor Thaddeus and Coral are outside now, so
right.
I moved it outside.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Yes, I do.
You know, I will say of the designers of this manor, they had a really good eye for letting light in.
Yeah. And I decided to not very stealthily move forward.
Oh, sorry, I was just wondering about.
No, that's fine. You're probably going to make less noise than me.
Is that a door that you're in front of? Because I can't see through it.
I think those are windows.
Yep. There are quite a few windows. One of them is open now. After Professor Thaddeus had done a full-on face-first smash into a window and not broken it before he opened the window and flown around, but we all got good laughs out of seeing Professor Thaddeus smash face-first into a window.
That was quite satisfying, I must admit.
Which means there's probably still one of those powder imprints on the window. Okay. 10 minutes later, when Eldon stops laughing and gets back up.
Well, we could probably use the feathers for spell components. Nobody tell Professor Thaddeus.
Or we do tell Professor Thaddeus, because fuck it.
This.
Yeah. You were molting. It wasn't our fault.
How How is this decorated? This area that we're walking in, I can't tell if it's a battlement or a hallway or
It is
surrounding courtyard.
it's a hallway that's looking down into the large garden courtyard below, with windows looking down into it. It's richly apportioned. I mean, there are sitting chairs at various places. There's some busts, some paintings that don't look particularly valuable are hanging on the walls. There's torch sconces for the torches to be lit, if they wanted to be, but none of them are at this point. But yeah.
Is that a lake?
Yes, there was. Remember, if you don't remember, there was a lake down below. In fact, there's I believe that you had left a statue down there that had become animated, and you threw it into the lake at one point. So that's still down there.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Ellen will just look out over all of this and then look back at Devlin and Ovak and say, "Rich people, man."
Yeah. Well, let's see. There's a door. I guess we should check if there are any traps.
You want to take it or you want me to?
I'll make the roll, and if I roll really badly, you can take yours.
Sure.
never mind. All right, that door is not there. Hold on. Let me get rid of that door.
Oh, that door's not there? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Ignore that door. So
Instead, try to realize the truth. There is no door.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
You will find it is not the wall that opens, but only yourself.
that is a door that refuses to go away. So
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's not supposed to be there. Okay.
yeah.
Is there any other doors that we can see from here?
No, as you're going around, you're getting the idea that this is just a private walkway around this garden that allows you to, it's a nice place to maybe perhaps meditate or walk around or just chill, and looks down into this main garden, and it's quite pleasant up here. If this place wasn't haunted and full of death, you might enjoy having a nice meal up here at a small table and looking out at the garden or looking out at the rooms beyond or something like that. It might be actually pleasant to do. So
So there's no doors at all. Not even Ray Manzarek.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just
Probably, I would imagine that the guards probably were walking these halls too.
All this for one.
It is a very strategic place to look down at the garden. So.
yes, it's quite possible.
At a garden. Rich people, man.
Yep. Well, it looks like that's all we got then.
They wouldn't have to worry about guarding nature if they didn't wall it in.
Yeah, there's got to be another room somewhere.
That's got to be one of the hippiest things I've ever heard you say.
If you remember, over in this direction to the east, so up in the northeast of the map here, you had found stairs going up, and you hadn't gone that way because you were interrupted by the sound of the orcs doing whatever they were doing over there. But
they were playing with themselves. Yeah.
Is this stairs going?
No, those are stairs going down. This was, if you see.
I think it's like. Yeah, over in this room. Yeah.
Devlin is in the right place, so beyond there. And Ovak, I don't know, where is Ovak right now? Ovak, come east.
Okay.
Northeast.
East.
East.
I have never seen that movie. That's
really John Candy's last movie?
Yeah.
I cannot recommend the movie on its merits, but there are some funny bits in it, and John Candy is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he's John Candy.
Yeah.
So, beyond this room, you have found a room with a circular staircase going up. There it is.
Okay.
But as you walk into the room, once again, you feel that unlike the outside, this room is very cold. Not deathly cold, but very cold. It's COVID cold, so not deathly cold. And the wind is actually traveling up the staircase, which is unusual, even with the window closed beyond.
All right.
Do you ever wish your house was haunted just so you could get the cold spots?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does the staircase go up and down, or just up from here?
Just up. You also had not checked out this room though. You had not investigated because almost from the moment you came in here is when you heard the orcs. So all you had seen or had noticed was the air going up and it was cold, and you had seen the staircase going up, and then you had left. So,
all right.
Well, let's investigate and peek through the window and see what this mess is down here.
All right, we can do some investigation rolls.
Go ahead and give me some investigation rolls, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think my investigational skills end where the finding food is over.
Eldon's got his big ass nose in everything.
Ovak, you walk around and you say cold. That was your investigation.
Okay.
Very thorough.
Yes.
I applaud.
Thank you. I tried.
So you brought that to the party. Congratulations. Good job. As you are walking around, we'll start with Devlin. You notice that as you look around, even though there's this large staircase going up, there are several tables here. And all of those tables have maps on them. They look to be from almost 100 years ago. You knowing the way what has changed as far as duchies and who controls what and names of towns and things like that. And they have markings on them that look like the type of markings that would be made for the movement of troops. You also notice that there are paintings hanging along the side walls, and they depict battles between man and drow. So
yeah, we did notice, like in the previous floor, that there were notes about this.
Are these old plans for a previous battle or plans for a new one?
You are
Guess
not
good as mine.
sure.
Can I make a history roll? No.
Sure. Go ahead.
I have the sage background specifically.
Yeah, baby.
I'll go try one as well.
You already
Probably
made a
won't.
20.
Yeah, but you never know. I could always beat it. Nope, not with that roll. Okay, Eldon's roll will do.
Once again, these appear to be all ancient history. You know, ancient being a relative term, a couple hundred years past. It's almost like they're commemorating here, and this is a strange place for them to be, since there doesn't appear to be a lot of room to sit here. Almost as if this room was used for another function once upon a time, and has been left in this state as a way to commemorate what it was, or something like that. That's the sense that you're getting.
Is there dust on them?
Is there what?
Is there dust on them? Do they look like they've been
No, everything
there, or
appears to have been well preserved. It looks like it has actually been preserved. Like steps have been taken to make sure that everything is kept in as good a state as possible. So it's almost got a museum-like quality to it. As you're looking around, Eldon, you notice that the draft that you have been noticing, the cold draft, is actually following the stairs down. It's not even coming down from the opening up above. It's almost like the draft is walking down the stairs. It's quite unusual. You find another one of those urns here. This one, though, is not made of gold, but is actually copper sitting in here. And finally, Eldon, as you are investigating, you see that there is a not so cleverly concealed secret compartment at the base of the stairs, built into the stairwell itself.
I want to pull out my tools and check it for traps.
Okay.
Ovak is a little upset that the cold draft doesn't involve beer.
I can make it evoke beer if you want me to. So.
22.
You check it carefully. You don't find any traps.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Hey, y'all, look at this.
All right.
Did I unlock it?
You are unable to unlock it. You fiddle around. It's almost as if this particular door has not been used for a long time. It's very stiff, and your tools almost break on it, but you are not able to open. Devlin comes in behind you to assist, and the two of you, talking through it and figuring out, manage to get the very old lock to click over so that it is not locked anymore.
I loosened it for you.
There it is.
Yeah. Yep. Appreciate it. So what's in the compartment?
All right, you open up the compartment.
I guess we do.
Okay. You open up the compartment, and the hinges on the compartment creak. They actually squeak, and then one of them breaks, and the door kind of falls off its hinges. It is kind of, one of the hinges is kind of open and laying there, and inside is a dark recess. And in this recess is a gold and ivory wand that is held in place by two hangers or prongs that it has been laid on. So
Eldon is going to take out his wand to detect magic and use it.
Okay.
And look at both the wand in the compartment and the stairs to see if I see any luminal beings.
You cast detect magic. You don't detect any magic anywhere except the wand. The wand itself does radiate magic. So
cool.
Hey, shocker. The gold wand hidden in the secret compartment in the stairs appears to be enchanted.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to hold on to it, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's more in your wheelhouse.
Sure. I'll reach out and grab it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a will save, please.
Yes. I saw that coming, but it was my choice that this guy be what he is.
Yep.
Whoops. That was not supposed to be an advantage, so 12.
All right. Ovek and Devlin, you see Eldon reach out and grab the wand, and suddenly he throws his head back. His eyes roll back in his head, and he is frozen in place holding the wand for, say, 5 seconds before he comes back to himself. In that 5 seconds, Eldon, the wand imparts upon itself a desire to protect Silverlight from all manner of evil, and especially the evil of Drow. And it lets you know that this wand was once the province of battle mages and was hidden here when it was no longer needed. But it allows the holder and owner of the wand, which is now you, to conjure forth protective spirits from the Veil of Silverlight, and only in the Veil of Silverlight, once per 10 day, but also imparts upon you the need to do so and defend Silverlight at all times, else bad things might happen. That's all I'll say.
I think Ovek probably would have acted when Eldon's head went back and it looked like he was freaking out from grabbing the wand. I probably would have tried. He probably would have attempted to knock the wand out of his hand or knock him away from the wand. Does that make any difference?
You probably
actually, it makes a great deal of difference to me which one of those two you're going to do.
Yeah. Which one would you do? Would you try, because he's actually holding the wand, so would you try and knock the wand out of his hand?
I tried to knock the wand out of his hand first.
Go ahead and give me a will save.
Okay. What is that?
Wisdom
save.
Okay.
Yeah. Wisdom save.
Yeah. So basically, we're dealing with the wand version of Excalibur. Joy.
20.
All right. As you grab to knock the wand out of his hand, it is almost as like it is fused with his hand. But first, for a moment, you get visions of ancient battles rushing through your head, which is also what's going through Eldon's head. You are experiencing the memories of previous war mages who fought battles here in Silverlight against Drow. And they flash through your mind not imparting visions so much or knowledge so much as just history of you seeing people who owned the wand before you and what they did with it. Ovak, you get a bit of this, but the wand is not moving your hand, and you feel tendrils of magic trying to wrap around your mind to also force you to be part of this commitment to protect Silverlight. But your hunger overweighs these compulsions, and you are not compelled to protect Silverlight, the veil of Silverlight, because that might interfere with your eating. So you're able to resist that.
The power of Silverlight compels you.
Yes.
All right. Alden, are you okay?
We have to defend this place from the drow.
No, we don't.
Well, I don't see any drought. Well, I mean,
All right. Well done.
yeah, looks like our job is done here, folks.
I said from evil. So from evil.
Okay. I was going to say.
I don't know about you, but
to a drow, they take exception to that.
Like
we have a hard time. We have a hard time even handling this manor, let alone the drow.
like perhaps a werebore infestation. That might be bad for the Veil of Silverlight. So
Yeah.
Okay, so Eldon now has this compulsion. Am I aware of why I have this compulsion, or do I just suddenly feel that way?
no, you're absolutely aware. You know for a fact that this wand has latched onto you and has claimed you more than you have claimed it, and it is compelling you to act in a way that may be contrary to what you want to do, because it has made it very clear that should Silverlight ever find itself in trouble from quote unquote evil, whatever that means, that you are compelled to defend it as its new battle mage.
This wand just drafted me to protect Silverlight against evil.
Oh, I dodged a bullet.
What if I put it back?
Would we get paid for that?
I want to put it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's put it back. Let's not defend Silverlight from evil.
It wants you to protect it from the evil dead.
Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
You put it back inside?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just thinking a few orcs whooped my ass. And you're talking about defending this place from evil. That seems a bit more out of my ken, shall we say.
You are able to return the wand to where it was, no problem.
How do I feel about Silverlight?
You feel like you need to protect it from evil should you'll ever rise. So
Fuck me.
Yep. I guess you're stuck with it.
I'm going to pick up the wand. As long as I've been compelled.
it feels good in your hands.
No.
To be there.
Yeah. I have a feeling if we left it there, it'd find some way to follow you.
Or it would make me come back or otherwise compel it. As long as it's got its tendrils in my mind, I might as well carry it with me, because it's telling me I can also summon something.
The spirits of the veil once per 10 day.
The spirits of the veil.
Yes.
Yeah.
To defend Silverlight from evil.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
it was either that or turning to Mum Ra.
Don't be evil.
Don't be evil. I will.
So
try.
we're Google. Okay.
They actually eliminated that from their mission statement several years ago.
Oh.
That tell you everything you need to know about them then.
Yep.
So be evil then. Okay, cool. Good to know.
I guess we're going upstairs because I don't think there's anything else to check down here.
Yeah.
All right.
And Nem, I'll have but detect magic on for 10 minutes because I used the wand.
Okay. Let me move you all upstairs.
Where do we go? We go up.
Oops. Go to the right layer now. I will move you guys in just 1 second. Just want to put you all up to the right place. Bam. All right.
What we got going on here? Let's back out. Let's back out. I see nothing. I see nothing. I
It
am
is
in the
pitch black.
depths
You
of
are
the
likely to
abyss.
be eaten by a grue.
I moved you guys to the wrong layer. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm here. I'm clicking on you.
Back in black.
Bam.
Yeah. All right.
Bam. There.
See myself now.
Now you should be able to see.
I can see myself in the midst of darkness.
Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, good
That's
lord. Right. All right. It did put on night vision. Yeah. It's been that kind of day, folks.
Oh, we got a little ambiance music.
Yes.
Them's prepare to kill us.
Can you see? Yes.
I can see a room I'm in now.
Yes. Yes, I can. Yeah, I've got my infravision on.
Okay.
And I see Devlin and I see Eldon.
I do.
Like, you guys remember, was it Romper Room? I see Devlin and Ovak.
I was on that once.
Were you really?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Wow. Romper stopper, bumper boot.
I am that kind of old.
All right.
Trouble.
The spiral stairs as you're going up creak underneath you, making incredibly loud sound throughout the entire tower as you're going up it. And the spiral stairs open into a wide open area with tall windows looking to the mountains and to the ocean. Massive double doors lead out of the tower and out onto the battlements, and internally, 2 tall doors made of a mixture of iron and oak are closed here. The right-hand door is inscribed with a pentagon formed from silver and gold. The left-hand door has a holy symbol bolted to it with a purple felt backdrop. 2 majestic red carpets lead to each of these doors.
Whose holy symbol?
It is the holy symbol of Lathander.
Interesting.
Not Umberly, not known as Umberly's closest friend.
Yes.
Nope.
And don't look into these rooms for a second, but I'm going to replace them with actual doors because they did put doors over here. So you are not seeing
no attention. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this module, but they didn't. This module was made before they had the doors feature and stuff on it, so and windows and things like that. So.
Gotcha.
All right. Doors are in place. You should be able to see the doors now.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So you see the 2 doors. You see the red. So this main room here is as I described it. And that's what you see. So
Okay.
You see that the floor is made of ornate marble, and the Silverlight crest has been formed into a mosaic on there. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to investigate the room.
Okay. As you look around the room, what did you get for your investigation check?
27.
All right. You notice that there are some crates in one corner. You also notice that there is a spyglass looking out one of the windows, sitting on a tripod that looks to be very valuable. There are also 3 red urns that decorate the walls on the east side of the room, and they are actually made of actual ruby. So,
You were mentioning that bag of holding.
yeah.
Rich people, man. Yeah, I know I mentioned it, but I think I was forgetting at the time that these things are as large as I am. I don't think they'll fit in the opening.
The gold ones downstairs are as tall as the freaking bottom floor.
Because these urns
I
were
think
made
we
of
can at
ruby,
least take the spyglass. So
because these urns were made of ruby, they're actually much smaller, and you're not sure either these were some of the biggest rubies you've ever seen, or somehow they were magically created. But the urns themselves are only about 6 inches tall. So, and they're placed on little alcoves on the wall. So,
okay, I'm taking them.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and mark down that you got 3 red ruby urns, each of them worth 600 gold pieces each.
All right. I'm taking the spyglass.
I am going to mentally relay to the wand. I can better protect these things from evil if I keep them close by.
I like that.
Oh, Nelly. It is
Devlin
all
approved
boats.
of that logic.
Devlin, I like your idea of taking the spyglass, but why don't we peek out at what it was looking at first?
Okay, we'll do that then. Okay. Well, what is it looking at?
Looking out, it's just overlooking the bay. The spyglass actually looks like it was focusing down on the village below. Looking around with the spyglass, you can actually spy on Thaddeus and Coral still arguing down below about the merits of bed sheets, linen
sheets to use for climbing out a window.
All right. Is anybody getting crazy old hermit vibes now? Upstairs in the attic of his fancy castle with a spyglass watching the town below.
Well, I'm getting crazy something vibes.
Was it Rear Window?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we can take the spyglass.
All right, I'm taking the spyglass.
Do you want me to put it in the bag?
Be careful,
sure.
it's expensive.
I mean, if you want to hold on to it, I don't care. I'm just offering.
Yeah, I was going to hold on to it because I'm kind of feeling like it would be useful.
I didn't know how big it was, so okay.
Yeah, if it's relatively small, I'll take it.
However big it is, Captain Jack's is bigger.
Yeah. So,
regeneration.
Yeah.
It's a lottery.
Yeah.
Now
It's the pirate in me.
I do want to look at these crates because that's the one thing that seems oddly out of place in such a lavishly appointed room.
All right. Is this an investigation or are you opening the crates?
It's an investigation first.
You notice that the crates are each marked with the Silverlight crest on them. They have been left here unopened, and each of them is giving off there's no other way to put it, creepy vibe, and it appears some of the cold that you were concerned about is emanating from these crates.
I still have detect magic active.
You detect a magical aura within the crates.
Those crates are magical. Can I do an Arcana check to get a school?
Can you do what? I didn't hear you.
An Arcana check to get to see what type of magic it is.
It is a combination of necromantic and enchantment.
Okay. Elton looks at Devlin and I'm like, those crates are giving off creepy magic.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's not part of the local scenery. I think somebody brought it here or set it up here.
Should we destroy them then?
weren't we theorizing they were using this place to like ship out shadow stuff?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Should
All I
we
know is I'm not
destroy
messing
him
with it.
then?
I mean, I don't want to see what's in it.
I'm just keeping my bow at hand in case anything pops out of that crate. You can check it all you want.
It's
cover you.
necromantic, it's enchanted, and it's creepy.
Yep.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tap on it with my tap on the big one with my quarterstaff.
It gives off the sound like it is hollow inside, so there's actually an opening inside the crate. So
Makes the same sound it does when I tap on my head.
give me 15 seconds. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. So
All right.
I'm gonna go get some tea. Then I'll be right back.
yeah, I have my coffee machine actually in my room. That's how much coffee I drink.
Okay,
Right.
I'll just be a minute longer.
Okay, I can come back in a second then.
It was at the beginning, yeah.
Do you guys like the mute music, or do you want me to turn it off?
I could live without it.
All right. I like the idea of the mute music, but it gets kind of old after a while. So.
Right. Hey, Nim,
Yes.
have you heard of the Aliens Expanded documentary?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
4 hours and 42 minutes of documentary from the same people who did In Search of Darkness.
I'll tell you what I want to see. Since we now know that Blade Runner and Aliens are in the same universe, and I'm going to assume that they still need Blade Runners to get rid of potential replicants.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Blade Runner versus, I want to see like a Blade Runner have to go to a place to like look out for replicants, and there's aliens there. That'd be kind of cool.
I kind of wonder if that's what Roy Body was doing. I've seen
Yeah.
things that you never believe.
Yes. I don't know. That just blows my mind. I really want to see that really truly integrated. I'm intrigued in spite of myself of that new movie. What is it? Alien, is it Andromeda? Is that what it's called?
I'm not remembering at the moment.
So
particular
a
moment.
documentary about aliens, though. That sounds cool, man. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. Would be worth checking out.
I'm not sure if it was a just a like a one-time run, but WB owns the like Godzilla and King Kong, the whole MonsterVerse thing now. And so they have actually, and there is at least one. I think it's like a 6-issue series where it's Justice League versus Godzilla.
Nice.
Yeah.
Godzilla's had crossovers with Marvel too back in the day.
Well, that's going to open up the age-old fight. Is it Godzilla versus Batman with time to plan or without time to plan?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Godzilla wins.
Yeah, with his utility belt or without his utility belt. So,
I don't know, dude. Mecha Godzilla was whooping on Godzilla's ass pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we all know that the answer is the problem is the same problem you have with all DC stuff, and I love DC, but the minute Superman shows up, Superman takes out Godzilla with one punch and it's over. You know, so it's like the age-old problem with DC Comics is like Superman
fights kaiju on the regular, so
yeah. Even as a kid, I was like, man, Superman's ruining all my fun. You know, I love Superman, but
yeah,
you know that the minute
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, and this is one of the things that makes Superman interesting, despite his powers. He wouldn't go in there and give Godzilla everything he had and just kill him.
No. He would probably try to be peaceful, or at least, try to take him down in a way that doesn't kill him. And then he would put him like in the Fortress of Solitude in his own exhibit.
Yeah. Which would drive Batman nuts. So Bruce would be like,
you shrink him down and put him in the Candor bottle or something.
Yeah, it's like Bruce would be like, you could have stopped all this before anything.
Time out. Steve, did you really just say shrink down Godzilla and put him in the Candor bottle where actual Kandorians live?
They're all Kryptonian.
Because the red sun of Krypton makes Godzilla into a friendly pet monster.
Yeah.
For all of you who don't know,
or you can put him in the Phantom Zone. That also works. But
Oh, great!
Oh,
congratulations, you're in the Phantom Zone prison, and now let me introduce you to the 500-foot tall kaiju, which you have to run from for God knows how many years.
Like the Phantom Zone wasn't bad enough.
Yeah.
Like being without form or any material, anything, just kind of existing in a void isn't a hard enough like punishment. Now we got to run from Godzilla too.
Here's an interesting Superman question for you. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steve probably knows this, but you might know it too, Mike, too, because you're a comic aficionado. So, unless I'm wrong, in the comics, the Phantom Zone is portrayed as just kind of like a different dimension where you may not even be conscious of what's going on. But do you remember the opening on the Donner cut of Superman 2 where they made it seem like it was an actual prison? When they got out and everything?
Right.
Yeah, it's a prison
that's
plan.
different than the comics.
Yeah. I kind of, it's different from the comics, but I think you can also say that, that whole glass thing is just how it looks in our universe. And for them, it appears different.
But do you remember?
Ooh, I like that because it's in a different dimension.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
But correct me if I'm wrong. I may be misremembering, but there's a scene where Zod and the other two actually, when the glass breaks or whatever, at the same time, they are able to like overcome some guards or something. I think it's in the Donner cut. So,
yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember them overcoming guards. The first people they ran into were the astronauts on the moon.
On the moon, right.
I don't know. I got to go back and watch. It might have even been.
And Ursa was just, kicking the dude's ass.
It might have been
as a football.
It might have been in the first Superman movie, and I'm thinking I'm remembering something else. So, yeah.
I don't think so.
It
was just the prologue. I mean, they're just on trial and they get sent to the Phantom Zone and that's it.
I have not watched any of those old Superman movies in so long. So
yeah,
neither.
I need to rewatch them. Yeah. Okay. I guess we can continue.
All right. Yes. So you had knocked on the crate. For all intents and purposes, it sounds like any other crate. So the wood is solid, but it sounds like it's open inside. So.
Eldon will suddenly stand upright, put Timothy on his shoulder, turn to the others and say, "We need to open these crates, ascertain their contents, and if necessary, destroy them." They seem.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
They could be a threat to Silverlight Manor.
Yes, they could be evil. They could be evil crates.
I'm more worried about them being a threat to us specifically, but we'll protect the Silverlight Manor, sure.
I must protect Silverlight Manor.
He says it in that tone that is like a mermaid man. It could be evil. So,
you're sounding way too noble, Eldon. I'm just, are you okay?
I'm really not.
I'm afraid
I have-
nobility is not a strong suit I have.
I have a wand in my pocket that is making me care about this trash heap.
By the way, I have not put the light source on here, but all of these openings in this room are windows, and there's sunlight coming into this room right now. So I can put a light source if you want, or you can just role play it in your mind. So
I mean, Nem, let me know if I'm off, but I figured that's how the wand would be having him react.
well, since there's necromantic power and there's cold air coming off of it, I'm sure that you feel like it is it's
Potential
not,
threat.
yeah, it is a potential threat. It's not giving you happy pie vibes. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So y'all are really just gonna stand back and let the 3.5-foot gnome be the one to open it?
I got my bow out and trained in that direction. Just in case something comes out.
I'm willing to protect you, but you kind of lost me with the whole nobility protecting Silverlight thing.
Oh my god. I realize none of us is particularly heroic.
Eldon will reach into his pouch and say, "Oh, back, we were downstairs like 3 minutes ago when I said the wand was making me care." This is that, dude.
And I'm trying my best to be supportive.
I never learned to read.
I appreciate it. All right. Does the crate appear to be sealed?
The crate does appear to be sealed.
Is it signed, sealed, and delivered?
It is sealed and delivered, and it says "I'm yours." Not only that, it's
Nice.
All right.
You get a point of inspiration for that, for making me remember that song. That's good.
Hell yeah. Little Stevie Wonder action.
Very nice. All right. So yes, the crate is sealed. There are 3 crates. They appear to be fairly identical in their appearance, although one is larger than the others. They are sealed. They each have the Silverlight crest on them, and they're looking menacingly at you, Eldon. So what are you gonna do?
Open the big one. I have woodcarver's tools and tinker's tools.
I will hold on. I will get behind Eldon, prepared with my sword, ready to attack in case something happens.
Yep.
It's got your back, Eldon.
Yep.
All right. You open them, no problem. And inside, you find that it is full of silk fabric that has been folded over.
Is the magic on the fabric, or does it appear to be covered by the fabric?
It appears to be covered by the fabric.
Okay. Getting creepier.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's meant to protect something.
What do you protect with silk, man?
That's a good question.
Things that you're shipping that you don't want to break.
Yep.
I'm just looking up something very quickly.
There were packages that were sent to Silverlight in a manifest, if I remember right.
You are.
Yes, I seem to remember something about that.
Yeah.
In fact,
I'm guessing this is what it says.
So that means that this is coming from the Lord's son, right? He was the one doing the wheeling and dealing behind the scenes, right?
He was doing wheeling and dealing behind the scenes.
Interesting.
All right, I'm gonna take my silver dagger and lift the silk off of whatever.
Okay. There's quite a bit of silk, but you're able to flip it open eventually. And resting, nestled in the silk, is a single large gem the size of your hand. It is all blood red, and you see flecks of black magic go across it every now and then. Give me a perception check for Ovek and for Eldon.
Okay.
And
Perception. And I rolled a 6. That's about up to par.
Ovek doesn't see Jack.
Nope.
Eldon, as you are watching, just entranced and horrified at the same time at this gem, which just gives off all sorts of creepy vibes, you see what looks like a hand press out against the gem from the inside for a moment, and the barest imprint of a face, and then it's gone.
I'm for covering that gem again.
Yeah, in a moment. Why does this seem familiar?
Because we were just talking about Superman 2, and we have something behind this gem.
Also, know that some of the stuff that was being shipped that the previous Lord, had put a stop to was something called soul gems.
Soul gems.
Right.
Not as good as Freddy Krueger's soul food pizza.
Yes. Mistress Sife had been trafficking in soul gems, which are an ancient form of Netherese magic. You had uncovered that information down below. And these soul gems were being used for some purposes, but you had done a lot of research in the library below, all of you, including Professor Thaddeus. Yes, we're acknowledging you, even though you're not here. And discovered that soul gems can be used to transfer, harness, and store energy, specifically for the conjuration or evocation spells, using the power of a soul to be able to use that magic. It is a higher form of magic and incredibly evil.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to agree that it's a threat to Silverlight.
But
And also anybody near it.
It's a Netherese magical item.
Yes.
Yes.
You know how rare those are?
Yeah.
The aura that you are getting off of this gem is the same aura you're getting from the other two boxes.
So they're probably also soul gems.
Probably. And Ovek, to answer your question, that's what you protect with silk when you're shipping it.
Yeah, because I don't think
well,
anybody
at least one of
wants
us
to get their
didn't have
hands
to
on
jump
it.
off a cliff.
If your friend jumped off a cliff while holding a soul gem, would you jump off the same cliff with them? So.
Hell
no, I'd wake up in some water with it in my hand.
I say it depends. Is it my soul gem?
Yeah.
No, it's Professor Thaddeus' soul gem.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
well, I mean,
yeah.
if it's a small green one, I'd put it on my forehead, and then
So yes, the soul gem is sitting there looking back at you. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Have we not learned that I don't perceive shit?
Yeah, I think we've established.
Holy
Damn.
shit! I rolled a 23.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm not the
funny.
one perceiving crap.
All right, the reason Ovak didn't
Can I have your roll?
didn't notice anything with the soul gem is because Ovak, you swear that you heard a low growl come from the door to the south when the soul gem was uncovered.
Elden rolled an 18. Did I hear that as well?
You didn't hear anything. Your eyes were completely on the soul gem.
Door to the. Are these doors down here? Because
no, the door, the southern door, not the door to the south, the southern door. So
this one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Southwest door. Okay. Yeah.
When we studied these at great length, were we looking into possibilities of destroying them?
you had not
Oh.
looked into the possibility of destroying them. So
Yeah, that's going to be our next step, probably. Once we're down in the library.
all of the book that you had found and the information that you got from the spirit, if you remember, there was a spirit of a Netherese mage who offered to make a deal with you, which you refused. But all of the information was about using the stones, not about how to destroy them.
Wouldn't have to have any huge volcanoes to drop them into, would you?
I don't know who the Netherese are. I've never heard of them, so I don't get that reference. But it would seem to me that the real question we need to figure out here is whether it is the person inside the gem that is radiating this evil, or the gem in and of itself.
It's the act of ripping out someone's soul and putting it inside a gem.
Yeah. This is like magic that is pre the current incarnation of Mistra, and they had an entire empire made of floating cities that fell from the sky.
Yeah, the reason you don't
bad stuff.
Ovak is that they destroyed themselves playing with forbidden magic, which is forbidden because of what they were trying to do with it.
Yeah, Karsus's folly,
so
they call it.
These stones are this forbidden magic you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is bad juju.
And they have to be. And you can tell Eldon's gritting his teeth as he says this. Destroy.
You're definitely not right, Eldon, but you're right in this case.
Oh, don't misunderstand, Devlin. I don't want to trade in soul gems, and I certainly don't want to make them. But studying a Netherese soul gem, come on, man.
Well, what if we don't know why this magic was forbidden, do we?
Because it nearly destroyed all of creation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It nearly destroyed the weed.
If this is this magic you're talking about, then one, how do we know if we can destroy it? And two, we don't know the consequences of destroying it.
Okay. That, and I'm not an expert in Netherese magic, but a soul gem is like an ember of the complete worldwide forest fire that was Netherese magic. So this isn't that powerful, but it's the same type of magic. It's just as evil. But it wasn't soul gems that blew Netheril out of the sky. It was their attempt to supplant Mistral, who was Mistra's predecessor.
Yeah. Karsus tried to become a god and it failed. It destroyed the weave.
But these, I don't know if we can destroy these, but I'm not, they're not going to destroy us by our being here. They might tempt us. We might become evil if we're around them too much. They can be corrupting. We need to take them with us until we can destroy them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on.
And no, I'm not making excuses to take them. That is safer than leaving them here.
You just said they could be evil and corrupting. And then you followed that with, we need to take them with us.
So they're not the kind of thing that you leave lying around when you've been magically coerced into defending someplace.
It should be. I think he's saying we should keep it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we should wrap them up very tightly in this silk and put them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm going to say you guys probably know more than I do, especially you being a gnome. But I'm just going to have to defer to your knowledge here, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, and thank you. I appreciate that. And I will say, taking them with us isn't really a good idea so much as the least bad option available.
Yeah. I just don't want random people going in and messing with it and, God knows what getting unleashed.
Yeah, we don't need someone carelessly unleashing a corrupting plague of evil, like, I don't know, a disease or virus that could affect the population of a small village without their knowledge.
I hear there's this group called the Fandolin Five that could totally handle it.
I don't think they take care of villages full of werebores, but okay.
So yes, what do you guys want to do here?
Eldon will, with Timothy's help, so that I don't actually touch them, tie silk around. I assume the other two crates, when I open them, each have soul gems.
Yeah. I do have my mage hand if that would help.
You open up the other two crates, and sure enough, there are 2 more soul gems in there, each of them radiating this same magic and having much the same look. If you watch the soul gems enough, you see faces and hands appear. However, in the third crate, it is unusual because there is another soul gem in there, and it is cracked. And it is not radiating the magic, and it does not have the same look.
Maybe damage in transit.
That's a good. Then they can be damaged. Should we try and break one?
Will it blow up in our face if we do?
I mean, does the inside of the crate look damaged now?
It does not.
What if we're gonna try and break it? What if we wrap it in the silk first and then try to hit it?
Oh, I was gonna.
If we end up getting blown up because of that, silk is not going to save us.
If the silk is containing it or holding these things properly, perhaps it might be enough to protect us. I don't know what protects from magic.
Well, I mean,
when I want magic, I get
a good sign. If they thought it was fragile enough to need protection, and as Eldon says, is he's going to unwrap one of the other two and toss it over his shoulder.
Say that again.
Eldon was saying if they were wrapping it in silk and one cracked, that would indicate at least that they thought that they were fragile. And as he says that, he's going to unwrap the second one that he was wrapping and toss it at the wall.
Okay. You toss it at the wall. It smacks against the wall, and let me see what happens.
Eldon is now bouncing on his giant balls like one of those balls we used to bounce on as a kid.
You hear a sharp crack sound, and a black mist begins to ooze out of the soul gem and coalesces on the floor and then begins moving towards you, Eldon.
I'm going to take out the wand and summon a spirit.
Okay. I'm going to move you right there.
Do something about that.
I'm trying to find an appropriate spirit type thing. We're just going to say this is a spirit for all intents and purposes. You conjure forth a spirit. It rises up through the window. It appears almost like the veil covers itself outside, covers itself in mist, and that mist leaks through the window and coalesces into the form of an 8-foot tall human being, which has eyes made of mist, and its body appears to be an ever-changing amount of vines and branches moving back and forth. And it moves to put itself between Eldon and this oozing shadow, which is leaked from the broken soul gem. And the soul gem wraps around the spirit, and the spirit is corrupted and turns to look at you under your command still, but is now no longer silvery mist that is made of, but its eyes have turned red, and the actual vines and twisting foliage that make up its body are dripping blood on the floor.
And it's still under my command?
Correct.
Are you guys seeing this?
Yep.
Hold on. Sorry, I had to put my jaw back on my face.
I had a bad feeling about this from the start.
I want to look at the cracked soul gem.
Okay. The soul gem is now dull, where it was bright and had a luster to it before. Soul gem is now dull. There is a crack running across it. There is no magic radiating from it anymore. And inside the soul gem, you no longer see the swirling mist or the light or the occasional hand or face pressed against it. It is whatever was within the soul gem has been released. And it's now infected the spirit of the veil that you summoned.
I'm going to walk up to the 8-foot tall. Is this a bench down here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to come over here and get up on the bench and face the spirit and tell it to come over.
I was wondering how you were going to go about that.
It shambles up to you. It is not moving the way it moved before. It is actually shambling along, almost like it is the way you have seen previous undead move before.
Can you speak?
Yes, but you can only ask me 5 questions.
The mouth opens slightly. Yes. Battle mage. So much pain.
I'm sorry, was the pain just after the shadow thing slid into you?
That sounds so wrong.
You got to say it like that?
Yes. The pain infecting the veil.
Affecting all of the veil?
Yes.
So more than what I just accidentally did to you.
We're calling that an accident.
It nods. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Devlin, you have Arcana as well, right?
I do.
Yeah, you can get a perception. Hell, Ovak can give me a perception if he wants.
Everybody can give me perception.
You're giving me perception. You're giving me perception. Everybody's giving me perception.
Ovak, you get the car. So there it is.
Okay, perception.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is that is an IO back roll.
Ovak's still wearing the brown pants at this moment. So, Eldon and Devlin, what do you see? Eldon, you were over there by the window. You notice that the mist has stuck around outside. And you see that there are tendrils of red and black beginning to percolate through the mist outside. Devlin,
What the? Mm-hmm.
for the first time, you notice that this misty figure that was summoned, the mist was actually leaking through the window, even though the window is closed, and through the doors. And now you can perceive that mist, and it has a magical quality to it, it seems. And you see faint tendrils of red and black in this mist going out through the windows and out under the door that leads to the battlements.
Yeah.
How do we destroy
Elton, did
the
you
corruption?
just see that? Tell me you just saw that.
I'm going to call you Scott. Scott, how do we burn the corruption out of the veil?
I don't know these things. I am here to serve the battle mage, and the battle mage has corrupted the veil.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry that I
Is the
put
battle
you
mage
in
right now?
It's his first day, give him a chance.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Exactly.
Scott, when the battle mage dismisses you, where do you go?
I go back into the veil.
The long black veil.
So will the shadow go with you, or will it fall back where it came?
The veil does not know. Scott does not know.
Does the veil know anything that will help me defend Silverlight Manor?
The veil senses great evil to the west.
Yeah, that tracks.
Eldon looks at Devlin and Novak and says, well, at least he didn't say just slightly to the north. That would have been awkward. Scott, you're dismissed. Be free. Not in pain. See you in a 10-day.
The mist dissipates, and you see it rush out through the cracks in the windows and underneath the door. Immediately, you hear a huge crack of thunder as the sky darkens outside and rain begins pouring down. And we'll leave it at that at the moment.
Eldon turns to the others and say, I think I just broke Silverlight Manor.
Yeah, we seem to be making a habit of that.
I don't remember the exact agreement we came to, but I'm fairly sure that was on the list of things not to do.
Yeah.
I signed no contract that said do not break Silverlight Manor.
It's like, yeah, and we were also supposed to not infect an entire village with lycanthropy, but here we are.
Hey, there was no way for me to know that.
It's gotten much darker outside, but there are numerous lightning flashes going on outside. So,
lightning crashes.
Yes. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. So,
yeah.
Eldon will turn to Devlin and Novak directly and say, I just released the contents of one of the soul gems, and it merged into the apparently living mists that surround Silverlight Manor.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
And then the big storm started. And oh, by the way, there's great evil to the west.
We're gonna have to go there, aren't we?
There's a door to the west.
We're gonna have to go there.
I think
I go first, Ovak.
And I accidentally tormented an undead spirit.
You accidentally tormented an undead spirit.
I didn't mean to corrupt its unlife.
Okay. Accidents happen. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
He didn't really seem angry about it. He just asked me what he needed to do to serve. But I had put him in great pain, so I dismissed him. Maybe that was short-sighted of me.
All right.
Give me a perception check. Once again, Ovak, do your best. So,
Ooh, Eldon didn't do so good on that.
Holy shit! I rolled a 21.
I got a 24.
Maybe my -2 charisma is working for me.
both. All right. Eldon is still trying to wrap his mind around what just happened. Meanwhile, Eldon and Ovak and Devlin, you notice that both the doors, the handles are beginning to jiggle back and forth and move.
Okay.
My bow's coming out.
Ready to fight.
Yep.
What's going on?
The doors are jangling. And
not
I think something might be trying to come through. Yeah, both doors. I'm guessing they're going to the same place, and whatever's on the other side, that great evil or whatever it is coming straight for us.
I don't think I can summon another spirit for a 10-day.
Yeah.
I think
we'll
you've
have to
summoned
find something
enough
else
at this particular point.
Yeah, I'm done summoning stuff. I'm for banishing them with my bow.
I feel bad. I summoned him and then tormented him and then sent him away.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few girlfriends like that.
All right.
He'll get over
Yeah.
it.
What do you guys want to do? Are you just stepping back or preparing for whatever's going to come through the door?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
holding my action.
I've
Take a
got my
shot at anything that comes through one of the western doors.
crossbow out. That is +1 because it's an artificer thing.
You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow as I am at a distance from the door.
I will give you guys whatever your prepared action is, and then we'll do something based on that. So you're readying your
Involving
crossbow.
initiative.
Let's see, Devlin, what were you doing?
I have a bow shot prepared for anything that comes through the western doors.
Okay, so Westerns. All right, so let's go ahead and let me make sure the turn order is clear. It is. Give me some initiative, please.
Yep. I knew it. Yep.
Click on my character would help.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of works that way.
it does.
It
huh?
might.
I rolled a fucking 6.
Yeah.
Jesus. We're about to fight. The one thing I can do well.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6 for initiative.
All right. I'm going to assume that the doors were open.
I think we're going to be assuming the position soon.
Maximum effort?
Yeah.
All right. The doors to the west both open, but to your surprise, the door behind you to the east opens as well. And you all see numerous things. I will let you discern because Devlin, you said specifically to the west, you could only fire at something you see to the west.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, Olak and Eldon, go ahead and take your shots. And then we will start at the top of the turn order. I'm just going to go from top down here. So, Ovak, go ahead and tell me who you're shooting at and take your shot, please. So,
Well,
and do you see stuff? Hold on.
I see this one zombie here that I can shoot at.
There's also something up here. You should be able to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. The
yeah,
animated
I can
armor.
see it. Okay, I see it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot at the armor then. That happens to be the way I'm facing at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Now, do you want a I forgot to ask you to put Timothy up here, but he can attack. Do you want a separate roll for Timothy? You want him to attack on my turn?
You can attack on your turn.
Cool.
I'm assuming the 20 works?
Yes, it does.
And 10 piercing. How's that for a crossbow attack?
Nice.
Bad.
So your crossbow sticks into the armor, which appears framed in the doorway, ready to move forward, and takes several pieces of the armor off. What is interesting to you as you hit the armor is adorned with the crest of Silverlight on it, and it appears to actually have a corpse inside it.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that makes it more or less creepy.
Yeah. Devlin, go ahead and give me a shot.
All right. I'm going to hit this death dog here.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. 23.
That is a hit.
9 points of damage.
Nice.
Very nice. You hit the death dog, and just so everybody knows, this death dog has 2 heads. So
Hmm.
Oh.
it wounds it, taking one of the heads in the throat. It is still very much going, but it yelps in pain as your arrow smacks into it. Anybody who has lore as a skill or the ability to go ahead and give me a roll on that, please.
What kind of roll?
History.
Bardic knowledge type thing.
I guess history.
History, yeah.
I've got it as a sage artificer
Right.
Yeah.
researcher.
19.
Both of you recall that death dogs are traditionally the guardians of vampires.
Huh. Oh crap.
And then finally, Eldon, you are up.
Picked a hell of a day to become a battle mage.
Yeah.
I see a death dog here.
Correct.
So 11.
That is a miss.
All right. Timothy attempts his force strike. Oh, can he go on this round or?
Yes. Do you have a token for Timothy?
I don't. I thought I did.
I thought you did too. Here, let's put this for Timothy. Come on. There. That's a big Timothy, but
Nice.
here. Yeah, it works. Actually, give that control to you. Represents character. Just call it Timothy. You have the stats for Timothy, right?
Yep. He is a homunculus servant. But his force strike attack specifically uses my 2 hit.
All right. I can't. I'll look later. I'll just move it for you right now. So what did Timothy roll?
17.
Okay, that's a hit. And that was on the death dog?
Yep.
Yep.
For 8 force damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
Timothy lashes out with his force strike and smacks the dog, knocking it to the ground before it gets back up, but doing a good amount of damage to the dog in the process. And now we are going to go on turn order. You hear a second yelp from inside the room and growl, and the 2 death dogs rush out at Timothy. What is Timothy's AC?
Give me a second. I just had it up and then closed it. His AC is 13.
Ouch.
He is a tiny construct.
Timothy gets 4 bites. He dodges with incredible nimbleness, and you're so proud of him. 3 attacks, but the 4th one takes him full on, and he's engulfed in one of the death dog's mouths. There you go. I can say it. And he takes 15 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, he only has 8.
So Timothy is crushed whole and swallowed by the death dog.
You motherfucker. Bad doggo.
You bastards! You killed Timmy!
All right.
Hey.
Ovek, or not Ovek, Eldon and Devlin, you see a tall 6.5-foot figure dressed in robes of a mage, struggling, moving forward. His visage is completely pale, but there is blood crusted on each corners of his mouth, and he is moving towards the door, but stops and pauses in the doorway as if he is fighting against himself.
Interesting.
and I sent my corrupted undead spirit away. You're not invited in.
An animated shadow comes out of the top room and attacks Ovek.
Hey,
You're not invited in either.
Oh, but Ovek is wise this time. He dodges aside, not letting the shadow touch him at all.
that's right.
Right behind the shadow is the armor with a corpse in it. And what's truly unnerving is as this armor shuffles forward, the corpse is being moved around inside like a puppet. It is the armor that is animated, not the corpse animating the armor. And it smacks twice with its arms at Kovac. Ooh, one hit. You take 10 points of damage as it smacks you across the face, initiating a slap fight, which we will now all sit and watch. So you take 10 points of damage from the suit of armor there.
Okay.
And then we go to Eldon. You guys did not light it up on the initiative tracker here. So
Nope.
Is this the Southern Death Dog the one that I shot?
yes, it is.
Unless we can take
All
him
right.
out.
Firebolt.
Nice.
19.
That's it.
10 fire damage.
Awesome. One of the heads goes limp, hanging loosely and dragging along the floor as your firebolt takes it full in the face, burns it, nearly severing the head from the body with the amount of force from the flame as it rips through it. Only the burning stench of dog flesh cauterizing the wound so that the head doesn't fall off completely. How's that for a burly description there, Mike?
That's pretty good.
All right, good. I'm a little slow today, you know. Hey, everybody out there, I got bit by a black widow this morning, so I'm just kind of like, I'm making do. I'm driving on. Devlin.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to go and put a hunter's mark on the zombie.
Okay. To
And
the
then,
east?
yeah, the zombie to the east. Yeah.
Okay.
As I recall,
then-
it took about a day for the spider bite to affect Peter's powers. So you still could get that.
Well, I'm not going to reveal my secret if I have powers or not, except to you guys. You got to keep my secret.
Yeah. All right. So
If you see a spider dude wandering around Southern California, you may know who it is.
oh,
Yeah, that's a bit.
that's no good. Okay. At least I still have a hunter's mark on him. I am not in a good place right now. I am surrounded. I'm kind of wondering if I can head down the stairs.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
This is the top of the stairs up here, so you got to get to that
Okay.
point. Or you could
Yeah.
jump down the stairwell. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm not jumping down the stairwell. I'm just kind of going down.
So that was, I don't know, what, 20 feet? So you still got 10 feet of movement. So I assume you're going down the stairs.
Yes, I'm going down the stairs.
Okay. So that's going to mean that you don't have line of sight anymore. But yes, you can go down the stairs.
All right. Yeah, that's fine for now.
By the way, for all you journalists out there, if I do get spider powers, my official name is Spider Dude. I'm not Spider Man thing. I'm Spider Dude. This is SoCal. Let's get it right. Ovak, you're up.
Yeah. He also calls himself a Laurie.
Oh man. If you end up with Peter tingles, I'm not sure I want to hear about it. I guess we are going to use our longsword on the armor.
Are we? Look at you speaking in the third person.
I heard from this one guy who heard from this other guy.
That is indeed a hit. We're speaking in the fifth person now. Is that what we're saying?
11 slashing.
Nice. Your longsword smacks, puts a huge dent in the breastplate, and takes off the greaves of the armor completely. And you're not sure how the armor is still standing up, but it is animated in some way. But you do a good amount of damage there, Ovek.
Nice.
Zombies shout out brains. Come forward. One over here. One here. So first, the attack on Eldon.
If you're looking for brains, that makes them Night of the Living Dead zombies, right?
Yes. What is your AC there, Eldon? 17?
Eldon? Greg? Hello?
Great.
Sorry, I was muted. 17.
Okay. So you are hit for 7 points of damage as that zombie bitch slaps you.
All right. But if it wants brains, Mike, then those are Return of the Living Dead zombies, not Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And then the second one attacks I keep wanting to call you Kovac. I went to school with a guy named Kovac. So and hits you there, Ovek, for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I just rewatched Altered Carbon not long ago with a guy named Kovac.
Yeah.
You're
Kovac
back,
is also the last name of Rorschach.
back to the Death Dog. You know, we could have used 2 other players.
We could use Coral specifically.
This guy's going to attack Ovek. Oops.
Looks like we're going to be going back to the city to rest again.
If we're lucky.
Ovek, you dodge both bites from the Death Dog. Meanwhile, this dog attacks Eldon.
You said 12 points?
It dodged. You dodged both.
Oh.
Didn't hit you.
Dear Lord.
You take 4 points of damage as the Death Dog bites you, Eldon. However, more concerning, as it bites you, you feel dark magic seeps into your body from the bite. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. All right, you're fine at the moment. 3, 4.
I miss Scott.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to miss Professor Thaddeus. Don't let him know I said that.
The vampire
I just miss Scott.
grabs the zombie, holds it up over its head, and rips it in half, throwing a piece to either side, killing it.
Like, when you say in half, how do you mean?
I mean,
do you
literally,
mean like in half from head down to crotch, or do you mean like top half and bottom half?
We're talking head down to crotch, Jason Voorhees style.
Damn. All right, that's pretty burly.
And then throws each piece, still wiggling, mind you, to the side. Shadow attacks Ovek. You're 17 AC?
16.
16. It hits you.
Okay.
You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And lose 2 points of strength temporarily.
Okay.
Animated armor attacks you. And misses. Then Coral walks up, says, that man infuriates, that owl infuriates me. What the blessed hell is this? She will be acting next turn. So, because I say so.
Thank you, Coral.
Actually, she's going to act this turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, if Eldon sees her and hears that, he's going to yell out, "Don't attack the vampire."
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of looked at Coral as she goes by and say, "Ladies first."
Oh man, you know, I've gotten a few dirty looks from that from time to time, and I think that's definitely an occasion where you might get a dirty look for that.
Devlin doesn't care.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second, real quick. All right. She casts Healing Word on Ovak as she sees him getting pummeled in the corner. Get 4 points of hit points back. So
All
better
right.
than
Better than nothing.
Better than a swift kick in the butt.
yes.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Eldon.
All right, so the vampire ripped the zombie in half. There's another zombie behind me, and then there's a death dog here, right?
Correct.
1 second. All right, he's going to draw his rapier and stab at the death dog. It's
All right.
right for them. 16.
16.
That is a hit.
Nice.
And it is also silver if it matters. For 7.
You stab at the death dog, wounding it even further. It is still up and going, but you have severely damaged it. You were hoping that you could kill it, but it dodged aside just in time, and you stabbed it through its hindquarters. You literally stabbed it in the ass. But it is lagging, moving slowly. It might even die soon. Devlin.
My magic. I have a bonus action.
Yep.
And a potion of minor healing.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
That's as minor as it gets.
We are not doing well on the healing front.
No.
No, I'm at 9.
Devlin, you're up.
All
right.
Being that,
yeah.
that we're on the 7th episode of this Death at Silverlight Manor, I'm guessing this was a one-shot?
It's a technically called a short campaign. So
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured we
All
were
right.
just stretching out a one-shot again.
no,
right.
there's more to go after this.
Okay.
Not in this module though. So
Yeah. It's like I see Coral going up, and I'm like, I guess I gotta go up and help him. So I go and pop up ahead. I'll move my hunter's mark to whoever looks the most damage. I guess the death dog would probably be the right target for that.
Okay.
So that will give me. Let me just double check on damage I would get from that. Okay, 26. Okay.
Didn't Marvel call Seth's dogs death dogs on Moon Knight?
I don't remember. It's possible though. What is with my shots? Okay, I guess I'm stepping back down the stairs.
Hey, you have an iOS.
Hope,
So
yeah, you have an iOS.
Oh, yes, I
yeah.
do. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, then I'll take another shot. This is really annoying. Okay.
For those of you watching and not aware, we award players something called an iOS, which is an inspiration on steroids, and that means you can re-roll anything rather than just the selective things
Wow.
you can normally roll for
What
inspiration.
is with my rolls? Okay, now I'm ducking back down.
okay, Jesus. We are picking the wrong time to shit the bed on the rules, guys.
Yeah.
That's a technical term, by the way. Ovac, you're up.
Well, I guess shit.
All right, I tried.
I think we should try to run.
All right.
No,
No.
I'm the battle mage of Silverlight Manor. This evil cannot abide.
Oh
You
wow.
might be fighting it yourself.
If I must.
I'm about to die.
I think there's going to be a new battle mage before long.
I'm about to die as well, but I must do what I must do.
Well,
Ovac's
You
really
have-
glad that he made that one saving throw tonight. So
yeah. Okay. Let's see. I guess up the stairs or down the stairs. Where are we going? Where do we go?
Out.
But which
Wow.
way?
Well, we have to go down two floors, so we're going to be doing that.
yeah, you have
Okay.
to go Evelyn is and then go downstairs. So
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm headed
Yeah,
downstairs
so-
then.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh
Are
wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to disengage first.
correct.
Yeah. You can do that.
All right, so you're moving downstairs.
Yes.
Um,
So I think the name of our team should be "Always Go Back to Town and Rest."
zombie here is going to attack Eldon.
Yeah.
And hits for 4 points of damage on Eldon. And Death Dog. This Death Dog runs to attack the zombie. This Death Dog attacks Eldon. And misses. This Death Dog attacks the zombie.
What the hell?
What? What the hell?
The death dog attacking the zombie. The zombie's not attacking me.
And
Maybe he's rabid.
one of the Death Dogs do a severe amount of damage to the zombie. The zombie is still up. So you're not sure what is going on, but the vampire shambles again, moving right next to you and ignoring you, Eldon, and slamming this zombie up against the wall, obliterating, turning it into paste.
Yeah. My feeling
the slap.
is that the zombies have been summoned by whatever you unleashed, Eldon, and that's why they're fighting each other.
The vampire looks at you, Eldon, and goes, "Can't hold back much longer." And you see his skin smoking from the sunlight coming in through the windows.
Okay. Can you help me get rid of these death dogs and we can talk in the shadow?
The spell compels me. The spell compels me.
To what?
And it looks back at you, and its eyes glow brightly. Eat you.
The spell compels me to defend Silverlight Manor from evil.
Yes. Yes. I was the prior battle mage.
Okay. Can I go now?
He doesn't answer back. Shadow. You see it melt through the floor.
Of course we do. Of course it does.
Animated armor moves over here to attack Coral.
Yeah. Cool.
Ouch.
And slams her for 6 points of damage. Coral is hurt bad. Coral needs food badly.
Oh. Just 6 points, and she's hurting that bad? Ouch.
I think that she hadn't. I don't think that Jen had looked at her character sheet, so I need to look at her character sheet.
Yeah. At her current level, she should be doing I mean, it would be hurting her, but it wouldn't be like, death.
Because you guys had taken a rest, so
Yeah, she should have been at full health, so.
That's what we call the resters.
Yeah.
we are the resters. So Coral is up. What would Coral do?
Pick an ass or two.
Yes.
Hey, we got a comment.
You guys leveled up before too, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're at third level, or at least we were at third level.
I'm at third level.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever got the experience from like last time, so I don't know for sure.
She casts Sanctuary on herself
Yeah, that sounds like a Coral move.
and moves over to where Eldon is. So I will make the charisma check for this guy. I don't think he's going to make it. No.
How long is my strength down to?
Your strength loss is, hold please. It lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be after this fight.
Did Coral Eldon, you're up.
So I've got 2 death dogs, a vampire with self-control issues, and animated armor across the room.
Correct. And the shadow that went through the floor.
Gonna reach out with my glove and shocking grasp on this doggo in front of me.
All right.
23
You hit.
Finally, a good roll.
for 4 lightning damage, but he can't take any reactions to his next turn.
Okay.
Or to my next turn.
It's all right though, because the dog moves back and forth and then falls to the ground dead. And the vampire's eyes rest on you, Eldon.
Just hold on there, champ. We need to figure out what's going on here. You need to tell me.
Devlin, you are up.
All right. Let's see. Do I see the shadow? Because it went through the floor, so I don't know if I would see him from where I'm at.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Nim, could you scoot your camera over just a little
All
bit?
right.
You're kind of all over to one
All
side.
right.
Oh,
Are we
crap.
still running?
Off camera. So
Oh,
right.
Nam, I have
Yeah.
a bonus action that I forgot.
All right, hold on. Devlin, go ahead. Or Eldon, go ahead, and then Devlin, think of what you want to do.
Yep. Sounds good.
I cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Word.
Now Devlin is up. Yes, you say word.
I'm just like I can't let my friends get killed. I'm gonna run back, and then let's see. So you already killed the death dog. I think the animated armor's got to be the next target, so that's what I'm going to do. Hit him with a bow. After I move my hunter's mark on him. I have close quarters shooter, so that's not going to make a difference. 16.
Still on the stairs.
No, I said I was coming back up.
He passed you on the stairs. That is not a hit. That is a miss.
Oh my god! Even with that. All right, back down as far as I can go, and I'm gonna try to find a sunlit area because I didn't see the shadow.
All right. That would be so you can move another 30 feet. So
Yeah.
you are halfway down into the room below where you came up from, and you see the shadow moving up the stairs from down there.
Crap. Yeah.
Ovek.
Ovak.
Yes.
Your turn.
Yeah, I'm calling out for Ovak, and I tell him the shadow's here.
So not down the stairs. Great.
Yeah.
Okay then. I guess it's with the armor.
Yep.
I think I can attack him from where I'm at.
Yeah, you can move up far enough to attack the armor. So.
Okay. 13.
That is a miss.
All right.
So you swing at the armor, smacking against your sword against the armor, but not doing any damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my action search.
Okay.
Try not to waste another attack.
That is
21.
a hit. That is a hit.
And 5 points of fucking damage because I'm a wussy.
You know you. Oh, you don't have an iOS.
No,
right.
I just have regular inspiration.
You do some more good damage to the armor, but it is still up and kicking. And I'm going to move you up one space, Ovek, because you came up to the top of the stairs. So you're right there.
Okay.
We are back to the top to death dogs. Let me think on this one.
Rolling at a 21 on that. I may have only been 5 points, but I was really ferocious with it. Like I had a really mean look on my face. So.
The death dog rips apart the armor in front of you, Ovek, and then begins growling at you.
Say thank you.
He's growling at me. Fuck him.
And Ovek has serious infection of the mouth. So the vampire turns towards you, Eldon.
Battle mage, get out of the sun.
Control much longer. Kill me, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do that.
You're sure?
Yes. And he stumbles away from you and out into the direct sunlight outside. Well, It's not direct sunlight because it's raining now, but there's still sunlight coming down. So.
Oh, sorry. I'll do that when it's my turn.
Yep. Give me a sec. Okay. Eldon, it is your turn.
Well, this is weird. But also as good as I can do with anything. So no. I'm just taking out my hand crossbow.
Okay. Who are you aiming at?
The vampire.
Okay, that is a hit.
6.
Piercing?
Yes.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Okay.
It is effectively magical because of my artificer ability.
Cool. Your hand crossbow pierces the vampire's hide, and he kind of wants to turn back towards you, but doesn't. The hand crossbow bolt sticking out of his back, his body smoking out in the sunlight.
I'm sorry.
Devlin.
All right, so I am getting the hell away from that shadow.
Okay.
I'm going to see if we can go here. I'm going to hit the death dog with... I'll put the hunter's mark back on the death dog over here, and then I'm going to hit it with a bow.
Okay.
And this time, hope I do better than a 7. How's a 17?
That's a hit.
Cool. And then it's going to be 7, and then an additional 5. So that's 12 points of damage.
Okay. You wound the death dog, and while it had been growling at Ovek, both of its eyes turn towards you now.
All right.
Both
So,
sides of-
yeah. When I see that, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going back here.
Ovek. Shadows to the right of you, death dogs to the left. There you are. So,
Is this? Yeah, that is a death dog. I think that's the only one I can actually get to.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, from where, well, you could try to hit the vampire, but
Death dogs are the undead remains of Dodger dogs that have sat out too long. So,
Yeah.
14.
That is a hit.
9
nice.
slashing.
Very, very nice. You slash down the death dog, stabbing through its body. Your sword scraping along the floor. You wound it incredibly badly, but it's still up and going, animated. Unsure who to attack, as one head is now looking at you and the other head is looking at Devlin.
why don't we be nice to him?
All right, I want to use my second wind.
Okay.
That gives me hit points equal to 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Okay.
And my fighter level is 3. All right.
Coral will cast
Nice.
guiding bolts on the vampire. Not sure why a vampire is on her side at the moment. She's taking no chances.
Coral, he wants to die.
Yeah. I very much approve of that move.
And she uses a point of inspiration to re-roll that. And still misses. Great.
Oh.
The DM is rolling like what he's rolling for the PCs too.
Hold on. Hold on. I will gift a point of inspiration.
Sure. We'll let her roll it again. Because why not? So I say
Oh, Jesus. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
I'm gonna hang my head in shame. All right.
Yeah, it's typical luck for our party tonight.
It was a good thought. And then Coral moves over here. Oh, and she lost Sanctuary because I'm stupid. Great. She moves over here towards Ovek. And that will bring us to the Death Doll.
Couldn't she recast it with a bonus action?
No, you can only cast it once per round. So
Okay.
she could take a bonus action if she hadn't cast a spell. She could cast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Guiding Bolt. Yeah.
All right, it's going to attack Ovek. So Ovek is close. It misses once and hits once. All right, that shouldn't be a crit. So it does 12 points of damage to you, Kovac, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
You're fine. You are
Right.
wonderful. But the shadow, only the shadow knows. Comes melting up through the floor and attacks. Who's that there? Eldon?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the sunlight though.
He is in the sunlight. But he hits Eldon. For 7 points of damage.
Damn.
And your strength is reduced by 3.
Damn.
Oh, wait, it's disadvantage. Hold on, let me re-roll this again. It's disadvantage on attack rolls because he's in the sunlight.
That's right.
Ooh, he missed. Never mind. Put all that stuff back.
Haha. I'm small and bright.
Vampire takes this. And now, what shall we see? Vampire turns and faces you, Eldon. And there's a feral look in his eyes.
Dude, I can only kill you so fast. I'm just a little guy. It's my first day.
Moves with a natural speed. Moves to hit. Bite you. Well, first he's going to move to grapple you. So I need an unarmed strike. What's your AC?
17.
I need an escape check from you, please.
Escape check?
Yep.
Is
Just
that
one roll an escape check.
athletics, acrobatics?
Dexterity.
I believe it's dexterity or strength. It's the same as, like if you're making a physical check. So you can either try to escape with dexterity, so acrobatics, or you can try and escape with the strength. So 12. He grabs hold of you, and you are now grappled by the vampire. That's his turn.
Suppose if you farted on him, now that you're like all up close to him, he might let you go.
He is looking to give you the kiss of Silverlight Man. So, Shadow already went. Eldon, your turn. You were grappled. You were at the grasp.
Right. I'm trying to remember what I can and can't do.
Let's see. Grappled condition. Conditions grappled. If you're grappled, your speed becomes 0. And that's it. That's all it says. So basically, you can't move. It's holding you in place. You can attempt to escape the grapple as a normal action. And then you've got a move action and a bonus action, as well as a normal action if you wanted. But your move speed is 0 right now, so really doesn't matter.
Can I attack him?
Basically, what he's done is he grabbed and he's held onto you. So you can't move away from him. His iron vice of grip is wrapped around your arm. It's not like he's giving you the full-on bear hug at the moment, but it's not good. It's not good.
Is he wearing any metal?
He is not wearing any metal. He's wearing robes like a mage. And his skin is still smoking.
No metal? What is he, like a pop artist?
Yes.
Can I shocking grasp is my question then.
Sure. That's
20.
a hit. Five damage.
Yep.
All right. And he can't take reactions?
Yep.
Okay. You the lightning courses through your hand through him, and he takes some damage, smoking a little bit, but not as much as the sunlight is doing to him. But yeah.
Come on, Battle Mage, let go.
Devlin, you were gonna be up. I gotta go to the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. Cool. I think I know what I'm going to try to do.
Friggin' vampire.
Yep. That shadow is placed in an area where I can't go out through the east. Oh, wait. No. I can go through the east. I got a way to do that. Let me just check on the rules on this spell.
Oh, you got a little something up your sleeve?
I have a spell in mind because I want to get out where the sunlight is and give myself some distance.
If I had not used my second wind and got those health points back, I'd be dead right now.
Yeah.
Or down, at least. How the rest of you doing on hit points?
I'm doing okay. I've been pretty good at staying out of trouble. But I'm worried that that's not going to last because that shadow is a problem for me.
You know, I hadn't noticed this before. I looked into this recently. This might be something you guys already know. Speaking of like the shadow, people like to talk about how much of an influence the shadow was on Batman.
Yep.
But what nobody talks about is the ridiculous amount of influence the Scarlet Pimpernel had on the shadow.
Yep, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Everything comes from somewhere.
Well, it seems like the whole kind of model for the superhero, down to the secret identity and the costume and the whole idea, kind of comes from that 1905 novel.
And Zorro.
No, Zorro came after, and
Yeah,
even Zorro got
10 years?
Zorro got his ideas from the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is probably why like a lot of these characters were the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right.
Because they're kind of like the influencers.
I need one more second, guys. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Stan Lee, I can't remember exactly how he said this. I want to say something along the lines like he was the first superhero, the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
First
I kind of
relative
looked in.
modern superhero.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Greg?
The first relatively modern superhero.
What? Who came before that?
I just mean, if you look back in even English literature from the 16th and 17th century, you'll find masked either vigilantes or folks out for revenge.
Yeah.
So the idea was there, but the Scarlet Pimpernel was when it kind of crystallized into what turned into the Shadow and Batman and the masked gumshoe detectives.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I had to go. My daughter's bringing me a Benadryl. My finger's swelling up again. I just got sick from the stupid spider bite.
All right.
I'm all right now. Devlin, you're up.
All right. I am going to use my bonus action and cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And that means that I am not going to take opportunity attacks from what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's okay. That's fine. I need to read that anyway. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Death Dog with my longbow with advantage.
Okay.
I'm hoping to finish him off so that everybody else can get on that vampire. 17.
That is a hit.
Okay. All right. And I think I had my hunter's mark on him. So, well, that would get away with this because it's also a bonus action spell. All right, that's fine. Is it concentration? Let me double check if it's concentration or not.
Hunter's mark?
Yeah, it is
I don't think
concentration.
so. Is it?
Yeah, it's concentration.
Wow.
But I need to get away from here. So I get an extra 30 feet of movement after this. And I do not take an opportunity attack to go past that shadow.
Okay.
And let me see if there's anything else. Do I see anything else outside? Are there any other creatures?
No.
Okay.
But there is a thunderstorm going off in the distance. Give me a perception check, too.
Okay. And then I'll decide where I want to move.
Daniel-san, you all wet behind the ear.
Yes.
That's a reference to Devlin standing out in the rain.
Yes.
13.
All right, you don't notice anything.
Okay. So there's probably something going on that I can't tell.
Black Widow's gonna kiss my ass.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll bet you wish Black Widow would kiss your ass.
7.
Yeah, that Black Widow.
No, he's going to come out straight out.
Shit, man, I would even been fine with Blind Al's version of Black Widow kissing my ass.
All right, let's. All right, yeah. I'm kind of on the edge, but let's kind of do it that way because I need room to come back in.
All right. Ovak.
But I'm making sure I'm standing in a sunlit area.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am currently in the sunlight, so at least I have that going for me. Longsword on the dog. 15.
Okay. That's a hit.
And 4 slashing damage because I'm a fucking pussy.
What is going
4
on?
slashing damage. What the hell?
Balls, man. All right. Coral has already lost Sanctuary, so she is going to cast. I almost said Flame Strike. I was like, she doesn't know Flame Strike. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if she cast Flame Strike out of somewhere, but
no, I wouldn't mind if she cast Flame Strike.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not Boja.
Nobody's Boja. There's only one, and there can be only one.
she cast Sacred Flame on the Devil Dog.
Nice.
needs to make a dex check, which it fails, and it takes 1d8 of radiant damage. 4. All right, something. Flame erupts, and for a moment, the devil dog is covered in the sacred flame and takes more damage. It's smoking. It's on its last legs, but still up and ready to go, unfortunately.
Damn.
Brings us to the death dog. That dog is going to attack Oleg. And it misses twice.
Hell yeah. I needed that.
Vampire.
Come
I
on,
did
battle.
not invite you into my house.
Still smoking, but
Let go. I order you as the battle mage of House Silverlight.
can you open this for me? It doesn't listen to you, and it drags you into the darkness of the next room.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Shadow, I order you as the battle mage of House Silverlight.
And
Come
then
get this guy.
it tries to bite you.
Damn.
And it does bite you.
What happened to you? A shadow bit me. No, what really happened to you? A
Oh,
shadow bit me.
It bit you for 38 points of damage.
He's down.
He's out.
You are
How
dead.
you feeling about being a battle mage now? With your stupid wand.
Well,
Fine time for Eldon to get noble.
if y'all would take the time to bury me instead of running away at the first sign of trouble, I'll be just fine and dandy tomorrow night.
Yeah. Why do they make these packages so hard to open?
Get a knife and just go around it with the circle.
That is way too dangerous.
I'm taking Benadryl now. When I'm unconscious later, everybody knows why.
Okay.
All right. So you all hear Eldon screaming as he is dragged into the other room, and then you hear a large, squishy, nasty gush sound, and then there's no more screaming anymore.
Ew.
Ugh. Even I heard that.
The shadow.
Yeah, thanks to the crit, he actually reduced my maximum hit points to 0.
Oh, damn.
Not just my current, my maximum.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
So you're dead.
Maybe.
Well, not if you would take the time to bury me.
Yes.
Well, did you happen to take the time to explain that to us before you died?
A humanoid slayed in this way and then buried in the ground rises the following night as a vampire spawn under the vampire's control. Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, there's a guy for trying.
The shadow attacks Coral.
Oh, we
and
are totally going for cremation, my dude.
The shadow.
Hey, he unleashed a whole town of werewolves. I can't be one vampire.
So Coral is wounded by the shadow. Eldon, you are dead. There's no two ways around it. Eldon's dead. But you're not commanded to save the town anymore. You've been released. So, Devlin.
Jesus.
Okay. Let's see what I can do.
I want y'all to remember this the next time someone asks me why I don't play noble characters.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'm going to have to try to hit that shadow. And I'm going to hit him with Ray of Frost. And if it hits, it's going to slow his movement.
Okay.
It's not going to do much damage, but the crowd control might be useful. 21, I guess, hits.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's probably going to be, yeah. It's 9 points of damage, and speed is reduced by 10 feet until start of my next turn.
Okay. So it's still up. Ovek.
Okay. I'm going to swing at the air, otherwise known as trying to hit the enemy.
That's a miss.
Like I said.
Oh, man. Jesus. All right. Death Dog on Ovek. This is just crazy. And he misses twice. Nobody
Well, at
can
least
hit
their rolls are as bad as ours.
Right?
Ovek, Coral, and Eldon see a...
Well, Eldon's not seeing nothing but stars.
One of the stones streak out of one of the open boxes and into this room beyond.
Yo, Mick, give me your autograph.
Eldon doesn't see anything, but Eldon, suddenly you are alive. Fully healed. Your skin white and smooth. And you are a vampire. Next to you, you see a cracked soul stone, and your body is writhing, surrounded by red and black tendrils of magic which seep into your skin. You have an overriding thirst and hunger. You are not under control of the vampire spawn, but he looks at you and nods. And we'll leave it at that.
Dude, not cool. That was Eldon, too, the other guy.
The shadow attacks Coral. And hits.
Don't you think Margot Lane would have a problem with that?
All right, I can't kill her character while I'm playing it, so I'm just gonna say the shadow misses, guys. Sorry, I'm fudging, but I'm not gonna kill somebody else's PC when I'm controlling it. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Coral's turn.
Yeah. She wants to disengage and run. I'm not going to feel bad about that.
Yeah. I think we all need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
She's going to cast Sanctuary again.
Okay. That'll work too.
And move to here. And that's what she's going to do. So I don't think she has any healing potions on her. No. All right. Eldon.
I just sent you a whisper.
Okay. The answer is yes.
So I can move to here.
Correct.
And I can shoot at that death dog.
Correct.
I'm not making a sound, by the way, if I can help it.
Okay.
Aren't you going to be in the sunlight right there?
No, that room is the only sunlight going into that room was from the windows in the room you guys are in. So
Okay.
And that's a hit. And you kill the death dog. So you guys don't know where it came from, but you see a crossbow bolt come in here and just take this death dog in the throat, and it yelps and then drops to the floor dead.
Nice. I'll take it.
Do you got anything else, Eldon? You're good.
Quick question for you that I'm sending now.
Is somebody thumping or typing or
Is that
Yeah.
what is that? Oh,
Oh yeah, because you're sending a whisper. Got it.
Did you say no?
No, the correct. I'm sorry. Yes, to your question. So,
Okay. Thank you.
And if you know how to do it, you need to add the vampire template to your character when you get a chance. So,
Okay. He's not doing anything right now. He's just
Okay.
he's casting that a mean look at that guy.
right. And right there, Eldon, you're in the sunlight. So,
And I'm stepping back.
yeah, that's good right there.
Yeah, good.
Definitely.
Okay.
Steve, you're up.
Oh, okay. You didn't say. Okay, I thought Eldon still had something he was doing. All right, then I'm going to have to hit the shadow again. Again, Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Like, I don't think anything I have is particularly great, but slowing him down is a good idea. Okay. 12 points of damage.
You killed it with a ray of frost.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then
yeah.
I'm going to move. Yeah. Then I'm going to move in. I'm still going to stay in the light, but
Okay. That was Devlin. Ovek, you are still on initiative turn right now. You know that you saw Eldon get dragged into a room,
yeah.
and that's all you know it right now, but you don't see any enemies at the moment.
Mhm.
Let's see. Was it this room here, down here?
Yes.
At 30 feet. I can't make it down there.
Let me check.
Oh, that's as close as I can get.
Right? You do see Eldon in the darkness beyond. And I will let Eldon describe, or Greg describe what Eldon is doing.
He's just standing there looking out. Stay back.
Like you just looked at the deadlights, or
Mm-hmm.
what do you mean?
I mean, he's just standing there. He's got his hand crossbow in his hand, but it's down by his side, and he's just looking at you.
Is your mouth closed?
Yeah, his mouth is closed.
Yeah. Can I tell that he's been turned? Is there?
It would be very difficult from this distance. He doesn't
Okay.
look good, but he's been fighting this whole time. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Look a little pale, dude.
none of you are looking good right now. So,
Y'all might not want to come any closer.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm staying in the light.
Okie dokie.
And I recommend anybody, who can stay in the light.
On the good side, I'm no longer compelled to be the battle mage of Silverlight Manor.
Well, I guess there's that.
wow, this
But
guy,
it sounds like there's a butt attached to that.
he walks to here and I need a wisdom saving throw from Ovek, please.
Oh yeah. Here's what I'm really good at.
He's gonna charm him.
Yeah, what did I tell you? I got a 5.
You are charmed by the vampire, and it tells you come.
Dude, hey. Eldon
You're-
walks right up behind him and just shoves him, this guy. Knock that shit off.
It says, come help your friend.
Well,
Dude, don't make me kill you.
And then he moves back to the shadow. We're still on combat turns right now, so which means it was Eldon's turn, so you could do that. But Ovek, you are currently charmed. So Eldon, what do you want to do besides shove him? So I'll give you that.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. If we're on combat terms and he just did that to Ovak,
Yeah.
I'm coming up behind him and stabbing him with my rapier.
Okay. Ooh.
Perfect.
For 14.
hell yeah.
All right.
Can I see?
Nice. Devlin.
All right, I cannot see anybody to attack anybody from where I'm at. So let me see if I can find him. Okay, there he is, and I'm staying in the light.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow up on that. Well, let me check one thing because it's like I don't want to use my spell slot for this, but I want to be able to hit him. So, okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna make the vampire my favored foe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit him with an extra 4 with if I hit him.
Okay.
All right, so he's probably gonna laugh this off, but I'll still do it. He's definitely laughing it off because it didn't even hit. All right. Then in that case, I am getting back into the light. Over here where you can't see me.
Okay. Ovek. So charmed means that you are not able to do anything, but you will interpret anything he says in the best possible light.
Ovak, he wants to kill you.
But his command was come and help your friend.
Yeah.
There are many ways to interpret that.
Ovak, you can best help me by staying out of this room, staying in the sun.
Well, you didn't charm me. He did.
No, but he told you to help me. I'm telling you how you can help me.
All right. I don't know. That's up to you, DM. Is that gonna work?
You know, I'm gonna let you role play. You're interpreting what he says in the best possible light. So you know, he said, "Come help your friend." So you're like, "Oh, I should help my friend." Now your friend is telling you, "Hey, your dude's messing with you." So you took him at his word, though. It's like, "Hey, he's telling me I need to go help Eldon." And you hear Eldon saying what Eldon's saying. So
Right. Ovak feels very conflicted at the moment.
okay.
That's fair.
His initial impulse was to go into the room and help him before he got told to go in there and help him.
Okay.
That's what he was on his way to do. But now he's being told not to.
I think being conflicted is perfectly reasonable. And, you know, what will Ovek do in those situations? And Greg, I just sent you a link to the template for vampirism. So,
Thank you.
If I should go in there, can you come out here?
Okay.
is that to Eldon?
That's to Eldon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Well, how can I help you then? Just staying out here doesn't seem to be doing anything to help you. there something? Is there something I can do to help you out here? How does just being out here mean that I'm helping you? I don't understand.
All right. So this is 6 seconds, so we can't have a full conversation, but you can ask that question, Joe, for sure. And we'll go ahead and move to the next turn, unless you want to take a movement action or a regular action. So that's to Mike. So.
I guess I will step into the light.
Okay. No problem. Empire. And Greg is typing away like a madman over there.
No.
You see that this vampire is regenerating in front of you, Eldon. And he does nothing but move into this corner at the moment. So let me do something real quick. He points to a corner of the room where there is a table next to a bed, and you see a journal there. And he dashes out of the room and into the sunlight. So that's his turn.
He dashed
So
out of
like-
the room and where?
Into the sunlight.
Okay. So I'm guessing the person he was is taking control again for a little bit.
That takes us to Eldon. Your turn.
Oh, this is weird. Odin is conflicted.
Seems to be in the night for it.
He's definitely staying away from the door.
Okay.
Might want to check that journal, but
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that in character.
Think he's going to look at the journal. Just
Okay.
kind of ignore what's going on outside.
You can pick it up. Obviously, it's going to take longer than 6 seconds to
Right.
go through it. But yes. So you walk. Do you close the door first to do that? Because currently the journal's in sunlight. So.
Oh. Yeah. I use my quarterstaff to push the door closed.
Okay. So you're able to get the journal, no problem after that. But you guys see the door close. But that brings us to Devlin.
Yeah, my eyebrow is kind of raising it. Okay, why is Eldon staying in darkness? But yeah, but let's go and do that. Yeah, I can still do the favored enemy thing to vampire for another 10 turns, another 9 turns. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go hit him with a longbow.
Okay.
Again, probably not gonna hurt him too much, but how's the 22?
That is a hit.
10 points of damage.
Is this magic?
Unfortunately, no. That's why I don't think it's going to hurt him that much.
Okay. So you see it do a little bit of damage to the vampire, but not a whole heck of a lot. So
okay.
Right. The arrow sticking out of its chest.
All right. I'm getting out of its line of sight because I saw what he did to Ovac.
Okay. Ovac, you're up. Mike, you're muted, Mike.
Sorry.
No problem.
Well,
It didn't say you could.
I'm gonna be like that guy on Tenacious D. Come over here. and I will stab you.
You're helping your friend by stabbing him.
Yeah,
Just letting you know.
he didn't
Yeah,
say
but I
anything.
want him to come into the light.
He is in the light.
It's in the light right now, so
Oh, he looks like he's covered in shadow to me, but okay.
he's in the light. Yep.
Yeah.
All right then.
Your night
Well.
vision.
Fuck it.
All right.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, I guess.
I don't know that the vampire really wants to have that kind of interaction with you, but that's fine. If that's what you want to do.
14.
Does not hit.
All right. Then I spread my cheeks and I show my brown eye.
All right. Well, that is a way to go. So that's a thing.
I can't hit for shit at this point. I'm basically just standing around eating hit points. What else? How else would you like me to describe?
Coral casts Cure Wounds on you, and you get 16 hit points back.
Oh, nice.
And
I can't hear
that,
you. Okay.
huh?
He gets what back? You cut out.
16. I heard 16 points.
Yeah, 16. Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack opportunity there, Mike.
Okay. 17.
Okay, that is a hit.
And 6 slashing.
All right, so that's 6 total. The vampire flies out the window into the sunlight, and you see him evaporate away into dust.
Nice.
Okay.
And we could go off of turns here, and Coral is going to be very silent. So
okay. I can heal her if she needs.
I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Okay.
All right.
It was just an in-character thing that he would offer.
Yeah. All right. So where do you guys want to go from here? So, or
let me guess. Mind, back to town and rest.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind wrapping up.
Well,
I'm feeling really sick. So.
Okay. Well, let's see how Eldon's doing.
Okay.
Eldon, come on. What's going on?
The door is closed. So.
Okay.
It is kept by the dead.
Greg is typing furiously.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Through the door, Greg, or
yes.
Okay.
As it opens. I'm fine. Could use some help.
Okay. Well, the vampire's dead. So what kind of help do you need?
It has to be all right.
Is this like when the witch is dead and we all have to celebrate with the munchkins?
Everybody's speaking through the door right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not opening it. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. I'm just making sure because.
Yeah. And also, I mean, I still have my doubts about him.
Eldon will open the door and go back to the desk. I'm looking over this journal.
All right.
Okay. Opec, give me a wisdom.
Okay. Give me a hand.
Yeah.
You got what happened?
I said
you need to make a wisdom save, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wisdom. Yeah. Sorry. That doesn't do it. Eldon, go ahead and speak.
Ovak, you want to take a look at this? Come on in.
Ovek, you feel like it is the thing that you most want to do to help your friend Eldon to go into the room right now and go look at that journal.
Okay.
You almost feel like compelled, like charmed. It's such a charming statement that he has made to go in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still
Devlin, why
like,
don't you join us?
no, I don't think I will.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save there, Devlin.
'Cause I'm suspicious.
You should be.
Yes, I am.
He's not charming, Devlin? Or can Devlin be
He's
charming?
He's trying to now.
Devlin, you don't think that's a good idea. You don't like that idea. So
I definitely don't like that idea. And I kind of also make tell Coral there's something going on with him. Yeah, Have you been bitten by that thing?
Yes.
Okay. Have you turned?
Yes.
So what you did to Ovak just now was what the vampire did?
I asked him to come in and help me search the room.
Okay. But you're not going to, say, bite us?
Ovak, have I bitten you?
Well, not recently.
what's that one time?
Okay. All right. All right. So you have your own faculties then. You're not under the control of whatever evil.
Yes, and I'm a little insulted by your insinuation, Devlin. I'm not the one who jumped at the first sight of danger and tried to leave a helpless companion alone to die.
I came back. Look,
You came back because you had no choice.
I had
Hey,
a choice.
they
I could have
forgave
ran.
Han
I could have
Solo
left
when
you
he
all.
came back.
You could
I
have
could've left
ran.
you all.
You could have ran down
I
the
could've-
stairs in the shadow alone.
I could have gone off. I could have climbed down the side of the tower and left you all to dry. No, I didn't do that.
Coral still has Sanctuary on.
Yeah.
Hey,
all
if
right.
it wasn't for
I'm-
Han Solo coming back,
I'm
Luke wouldn't
gonna
have made this
I'm
time.
gonna stay in the light if that's okay with you. Just to be
Coral
sure.
looks at Eldon and says,
It's
there is a way to take you back. I have heard of this before, but you have to let us kill you.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
that sounds great.
Huh?
I have to let you kill me.
Yes.
Yeah. We want to keep you alive by killing you, because that makes sense.
well, he's technically undead, so it's not like he's really alive at the moment.
I'm feeling fine, thanks.
If you kill you and you die and the undead seeps from you and then we bring you back right away, you will no longer be a vampire. I'm sorry, I can't speak like Jen, guys. So imagine that's Coral's voice.
Okay.
Respectfully, Miss Coral, you don't have that kind of divine magic to bring back the dead.
If you had been dead for a long time, but I do have the ability to cast Revivify.
She does. Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to kill me, you're going to have to do it without my help. I don't trust you.
And with that note, I think we are going to end because I think Professor Thaddeus and Coral would want to kill him. And we're going to have to.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I feel really weird.
Okay, here we
Sorry.
go.
That's her.
Yeah, 'cause